Okay, good morning. We are going to be looking at Chapter 11, Topic 4, Sine, Cosine, and Tangent. Alright, these are referred to as trig functions. They work on right triangles, and they refer to when you take the sine, cosine, or tangent of an angle, it provides you with the ratio, or the value of it is the ratio of the sides. Okay, when you take the sine of an angle, that is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse of the angle. Okay, so if we are looking at this angle theta right here, then taking the sine of that angle will provide you with the ratio of the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Taking the cosine of that angle will provide you with the ratio of the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. And taking the tangent of that angle will provide you with the opposite side over the adjacent side, the ratio of the opposite side over the adjacent side. Okay. A way to remember this is SOHCAHTOA. Okay? Sine, opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse. TOA, opposite over adjacent. Okay, adjacent means next to, opposite is across from, and the hypotenuse is across from the right angle. Alright, so find the value of each trig ratio. Simplify all fractions. Okay, so right here we are taking the sine of angle A, whatever this angle is right here. Okay, well, the value of the ratio, so if we look at SOHCAHTOA, this is sine opposite, so the opposite side, 21, over the hypotenuse, which is 35. And of course that can be simplified because these are both divisible by 7, 3 over 5. So sine of angle A, the ratio is 3 over 5. The ratio of the sides is 3 over 5. So sine would be opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, so we're looking at angle C, so the opposite side is 14, and the hypotenuse is right here, which is 50. Now, it might be helpful when you look at an angle, like for instance, we're looking at angle C for all of these, then labeling this is opposite, this is adjacent, and this is the hypotenuse. So sine would be opposite over hypotenuse, so 14 over 50. These are both divisible by 2, so this is 7 over 25. So the sine ratio is 7 over 25. Cosine of C, so cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, so 48 over 50, and those are both divisible by 2, is 24 over 25. And then the tangent of angle C, so the tangent is opposite over adjacent, so the opposite is 14, the adjacent side is 48. Those are both divisible by 2. Well, actually, they might both be divisible by 14. Is 48 divisible by 14? No. So they're both divisible by 2, so it's 7 over 24. Find the value of each and round to the nearest 10,000th place. Calculator must be in degree mode. So we can use the functions in the calculator to find the exact ratio of the sides if we know the angle. Okay, so if we know the angle, and this is for right triangles, if we know that we're talking about a 20-degree angle, so we're looking at a right triangle, and we have our right triangle, and let's say that this is the 20-degree angle, okay, that we're talking about. Then we can calculate the sine of that 20-degree angle, and it will give me the, so TOA, it will give me the ratio of the opposite side over the hypotenuse. So the opposite side here over the hypotenuse. Okay, I don't necessarily need to know what these sides are, but using the calculator on this function will give me the value of that ratio, okay, the opposite side over the hypotenuse. So sine 20, and my calculator is in degrees, so sine 20, just type it into my calculator, is, let's see, 10,000th place. So that is the tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. Okay, so 3420. That is the 10,000th place for sine of 20 degrees. So the ratio of the opposite side over the hypotenuse for this 20-degree angle is 0.3420. I could do the same thing with cosine here. If this were an 80-degree angle, then I can take the cosine of 80 and it will give me the ratio of the sides, the adjacent over the hypotenuse, which is 0.1736. And you can also do negative angles. We'll talk about later exactly what a negative angle is, but we can calculate it and it will give me the ratio. So that's negative 0.9063. So we can calculate the sine function, the different functions in our calculator.